today I'm streaming on the Balcony Concerts page as well as my personal pages. So I am just trying to copy the link right now so I can post it to the Balcony Concerts page. Let's see. Hopefully somebody shared me. Not sure if I can post to the page. Here we go. Okay. Okay. I tried to post the link to my page myself. It's great to see you too, Renee. I'm not sure if it's live now or not, but I'll go ahead. I'm not going to play too long. So it's the day after Halloween, and one of the reasons we're doing this today is November 5th. There's going to be a bonfire fest online. I'm playing that at 11 p.m. And this is just a little taste. On Thursday, Laura, who's my musical partner and partner in a lot of other things, will be here playing bass and percussion with me. Anyway, let me get a sip. Let me get a sip of my tasty beverage, and I'll be good to go. And I'm going to play some stuff that I won't play on Thursday. So this will be different stuff than you'll hear on Thursday. Too long have I been a slave, kissing dust for what I crave. Too long have I been a liar, too long I've had fun with fire. Ghost of people I have been, turn around and shout obscene. Ghost of things I've said and done, come to haunt me, watch me run. Everybody I know's falling apart. Everybody I know wants to die, wants to die. Wants to die, wants to die. Wants to die, wants to die. Wants to fly away. Thanks. So, hopefully I'm up and streaming now. Guys, let me know if that sounded okay. It sounds okay here in the room. But I know that that doesn't necessarily mean it sounds good when it goes out over the internet. And won't play too long today. We'll play for a little bit, not too long. Oh, thank you, Stefan, thank you. And since you mentioned the guitar, let me just talk about this guitar for a little bit. I'm a big fan of it. So I have two guitars from this company, and Lord plays a bass. This is a Slick guitar. This is Earl Slick's line. He played with David Bowie. He played with John Lennon. So if you listen to the live album with David Bowie, Earl Slick's played on it. And you know, this has everything you need and nothing you don't. This just has one pickup, one volume, super simple, light finish on the body, so it's really resonant. The neck is, I can't tell if it's unfinished or just very lightly finished, but super fast neck, and it's pretty cheap too. I think with a case and tax and shipping and a strap, it was under 400 bucks for everything. So I have this one in Sunburst, one pickup, and I have a Surf Green one in two pickups too. So these are really my favorite guitars right now since I started playing them. Much more so than more expensive guitars that I've played. And lately I'm liking the one pickup. You have to really pay more attention to your playing because you don't have as many tones to hide behind. And yeah, absolutely, Renee. No frills, and you know, very inexpensive too. I know I watch all these like guitar collector videos on YouTube, and if you buy a Gibson guitar right now, it's like 1,500, 2,000 bucks or more. And who wants to take that out and play it when and if we start playing again, right? You don't want to take that out of the house. This is about 400 bucks, and if it got stolen or messed up, it'd suck, but I'm not terrified about something happening to it. And it's already got this worn finish, so if you scratch it, who cares? Because it came scratched. So, let's see. I'll play another song. You'll probably recognize this one. Flows and flows of angel hair, ice cream castles in the air, and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way. Now they only block the sun, they rain and snow on everyone. So many things I could have done, but clouds got in the way. I look at clouds from both sides now, up and down. Still somehow, you know it's clouds, illusions I call. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, dizzy dancing way you feel. Whenever fairy tale comes real, I've looked at love that way. Now it's just another show. Leave 'em laughing when you go. And if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I look at clouds from both sides now, win and lose, and still somehow, you know it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know what love at all. That song goes on a little bit longer, but I hear my poor baby meowing. I think he wants me to let him outside. So this is like Mr. John's neighborhood. I gotta let the cat outside. I'll be right back. Should only be about 30 seconds. Come on out. Oh, it's pretty nasty out. Yeah. You sure you want to go? Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. Okay, so it's pretty nasty out. So Sir Percival didn't actually go outside. He's back here. Let's see if maybe he'll say hi to the people. Here he is. Okay. He's a little bit antsy. Yeah, it's a nasty day in Pittsburgh today. And I know if you're a football fan, Pittsburgh, I'm in Pittsburgh, but Cleveland and Pittsburgh both took a rough loss today, so I'm wearing my brown and orange flannel in solidarity. I know there's a lot of Pittsburgh folks on here. I do love him. He's probably seriously become my best friend in the pandemic. We've spent so much time together. So, speaking of bad weather, I'm going to play a song about a surfing accident and some rough weather when you're out on the ocean. My boat's capsized, I'm gonna sink to the bottom. I can see the lights on the shore sinking farther away. And I don't know if I'll make it home tonight. But I know I can swim under the Tahitian. I came out here tonight to look for my friends, and I don't know if I'll ever see them again. I don't know if I'll make it home tonight, but I know I can swim under the Tahitian moon. Oh, disappear, drift away. Oh, make your peace. I came out here tonight to look for my friends, and I don't know if I'll ever see them again. I don't know if I'll make it home tonight, but I know I can swim under the Tahitian moon. Oh, one last time I'll swim. I'm alive and I can swim and I can sing. I'm under the Tahitian moon. Oh, one more time I'm alive tonight. I'm alive, but I've got a heart, and I'm under the Tahitian moon tonight, tonight, tonight. Wait for it. Oh, poor Sir Percival didn't like that last bit. You guys can probably hear him meowing. I think he wants me to play. Okay, let's try this trick one more time. He went out. He's got a short memory. He didn't remember that 5 minutes ago he didn't want to go out because the weather was nasty. That's okay. Pretty informal. 90s REM, huh? I'll take it. I'll take it. As may come as no surprise to you, I think everybody who started playing rock guitar at a certain age was just hugely influenced by Eddie Van Halen. Even if you don't play music that sounds like him, he just had such an influence on the instrument. certainly did on me. I know a lot of people who aren't guitar players might not know that one of the biggest things, one of the most fundamental things, is he wanted equipment that didn't exist. So he cut the electronics out of a Gibson guitar and put them in a Fender guitar because he wanted the whammy bar and shape of the Fender guitar and the fatter sounding pickups, which is what makes the noise of the Gibson guitar. And then he put a striped red, white, black paint job on it that nobody had, and it was him. And just all his equipment was customized, and he was so influential that a couple years after the first Van Halen album came out, yeah, Eddie was definitely one of a kind. A couple years after that first Van Halen album came out, like every major company is making a guitar that's patterned after his. So he literally changed the guitars that we play. And just in terms of techniques, I mean, just so many techniques, so adventurous, and really was one of a kind. And I know he's just one of those artists that even if you hate his music, I don't, but if you do, I mean, that's cool, that's your taste. But even if you hate it, he just had such an influence that every rock guitar player after him in some way, I think, is influenced by him, even if they don't know it, it was that big. And I could go on and on. I mean, another thing he did that was huge was he played a guitar solo on Michael Jackson's Beat It, and by having like a heavy metal solo on this R&B kind of dance song, MTV played it, and it really broke down a lot of barriers and paved the way for a lot of cross-pollination that came after that. So what I'm going to do is, this is a piece that I wrote when I was about 16. Now one of the techniques that Eddie's most famous for is tapping. Where you take your picking hand and you have an electric guitar, and then you sound notes by just taking your finger and putting it down on the board. So this is a song I wrote. I was about 16 and definitely uses his tapping technique. It's in a way that I don't think he did anything quite like it, but you know, it definitely, if he had never existed, the inspiration never would have been there. So this is my piece. Thanks. That's about the hardest thing physically that I've ever written. But I think I pulled it off okay. Last time I played it, I made some mistakes, but you know, I guess I'm like Bob Ross when it comes to guitar, because if you make a mistake, sometimes sometimes those mistakes turn into cool things that you didn't know you were going to do. So I made a couple mistakes the last time I played it, but they actually sounded pretty cool and I went with them. On Thursday, we've got a set list and Laura will be here. So we'll be a lot more focused, but we're just kind of hanging out today. And just hanging out. Let me see how long. So it's been about a half hour. I won't do too many more. Trying to figure out what to do. Okay, this is the song I wrote called "I Was a Teenage Degenerate," and the first verse is about masturbation and promiscuity, then drug use. So we got it all covered. So here we go. I need some more reverb. I think this song needs reverb. Yeah, that's nice. So nice. Degenerate, used to whack off all the time. Said I was a teenage degenerate, used to whack off all the time. And every time my mother would catch, she said, that's what I keep up your go blind. I was a teenage slut, used to put out on the first date. Said I was a teenage slut, used to put out on the first date. And every time my mother would catch, said that's no way to ever find a mate. I was a teenage cokehead, used to snort up all the time. I was a teenage cokehead, used to snort up all the time. And every time my mother would catch, she said, that's what I've got to draw the line. Okay, so I think I'll do two more songs. Two more songs. So you'll probably recognize this next song. You'll know it. Anyway, here we go. Son, you gotta work late, cause sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Next Sunday. Well, I didn't go to work, told the boss I was sick, they said can't use a car because you didn't work a lick. Sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Gonna take 2 weeks, gonna have a fun vacation. Gonna take my problems to the United Nations. Wrote to my congressman, he said, quote, love to help you son, but you're too young to vote. Sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna do, but there ain't no cure for the summertime blues. Okay, so thank you. And I think I'm going to do one more. But again, I'll be back as part of Bonfire Fest. You can search for Bonfire Fest on Facebook. It'll be taking place this Thursday, November 5th. And I'll be playing at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. In between now and November 5th, there's an election, and you know, more than any candidate, I am concerned about the growing divide I see with people and the way people dehumanize others on the other side. And whoever wins, we still got to live with each other. And I think this election will be pretty close. So about half the country is going to vote for the guy that you didn't want to win, right? So, you know, I would personally hate to live, to have the kind of life where I think half the people that I run into are bad people. So I think, you know, more so than who wins, my concern at this point is just people continuing to have understanding and empathy for people who don't agree with them, and realizing that people have their reasons for what they believe, and they might not be your reasons, but they're valid to them. And I hope people understand that and we find a way to live with each other. I want to share a piece of advice that the guitar player Steve Vai gave about politics. He during the once the quarantine started, he started doing these videos once a week for a while where he talked about his philosophy of life and spiritual matters. And somebody asked him about politics, and he said he always votes. He doesn't tell people who he votes for. I'm not going to tell you guys who I'm voting for. Doesn't matter really. But then once whoever wins, whether or not it was someone that he supported, he wishes them well. He wishes them success, and he tries to find at least one thing that he can get behind that they favor. So it might not have been the candidate he wanted. He might not like him, but he just sort of goes through it. He finds one thing that he can support that they're doing, and maybe it's only one thing. And he wishes them success with that one thing. And by wishing them success, that helps him sort of let go of negative feelings about things he can't control, because he can't control who won the election. So I thought that was really good advice. I tend to try to apply it on my own life. But one more to close it out, then I'll see you on Thursday. So, Hot tamales and red hots all night long. Hot tamales and red hots all night long. I got a girl, she's long and tall, feet in the kitchen, head in the hall. She sells hot tamales and red hots. Yeah, she got it for sale. Hot tamales and red hots. Yeah, she got it for sale. Hot tamales and red hots. Yeah, she got it for sale. I got a girl, she's long and tall, feet in the kitchen, head in the hall. She sells hot tamales and red hots. Yeah, she got it for sale. 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 Hey, thanks so much for everyone watching. Yeah, Renee, I'll talk to you tomorrow. We're going to do a little interview about the Bonfire Fest. I'll post it on my page. You'll see it around. And it's been a pleasure. Everybody be safe. Have a great night. If you're in Pittsburgh or Cleveland, get over the losses. Both teams are pretty good teams. They may meet in the playoffs, and it's 1 week. And hey, see you all later. Thank you so much.